This morning I woke up in Miami. I only got to take a short little break before we had to keep going again, but short is better than nothing. I love the beach. Just like that, we were off again, motoring along in the intercoastal. It was still super windy and the water wasn't as pretty as usual. But I'd still take this job over an office job any day. We had to go under so many bridges. Each one was just a little bit different from the next, and all the bridge tenders had different personalities. I love talking to them. There are so many huge boats in Fort Lauderdale and Miami, but there's all these buildings where palm trees are supposed to be. My sniffer was on smell overload. There were so many different things to smell. Sometimes I feel like Rose from the Titanic, but I don't need no man to hold me. At this point, I had already lost count of how many bridges we had gone under. But then I saw something really cool. Batman's Boatmobile. The trampoline is still my favorite spot to hang out. We passed all these restaurants and all I wanted was a bite of someone's burger. But then I saw my friend Mary the manatee and it got my mind off all the food. I know I'm in charge of barking orders, but someone was stealing my lines right out from under my nose. After that, I made sure to keep an eye on them the rest of the time. We finally got to Palm Beach and I knew we were getting even closer to home, and this also meant that the waterways were wide and we could sail a little bit. Palm Beach always has a lot of cool boats to look at, and they even have a bunch of big cargo ships, and I wonder if any of them have dog treats on them. I thought about jumping ship to see if I could go find some, but I didn't want to get hit by the billions of boats that keep going by. And just like that, we were finally on our last bridge. I figured I'd make the final call. The bridge tender answered and we didn't even have to wait. I think he could see my puppy eyes through the radio. I could smell it, all of my typical Jupiter smells. It was nice to be back in my homeland. After we finished anchoring, I took the dinghy to my old stomping grounds, Jetty Beach. All of my coconut toys were still there, and it was so nice to run around. Mom always says I would have been a great soccer player. I'm always very interested to see who has visited my beach while I'm away, and it seems like the typical friends from the neighborhood. They always try to get me to play fetch, but I just like to race the stick. I don't like to bring it back. My Jetty Beach break is going to be the last fun I have for a while. We're doing boat work for the next month in order to get ready for the Bahamas. Stay tuned!